One of the creepiest and weirdest conspiracy theories says that for the last 140 years or so, many of the most powerful men in the world, and it is only men, gather at this secret location to perform a ritual in front of a giant owl statue. The place is called Bohemian Grove, they say, and attendees include almost every former president, CEOs, any power player in society. They gather here once a year in front of the owl and the bonfire. But the weirdest and most chilling part of all of this is that it's totally true and not controversial. You can go to Wikipedia, just go look up Bohemian Grove. It's a known location. You can go there right now. It's all fenced off. It even includes a photo from one of the gatherings. This is from 1967. There's Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, all just sitting around the table. The ceremony they perform in front of the owl statue is called cremation of care, and the powerful people dress up in costumes. The giant owl statue is called the Owl Shrine, and it has speakers and audio equipment inside of it so that it can speak to them in a booming voice. One of the first meetings to discuss the Manhattan Project happened at Bohemian Grove. And yes, it's still in operation. Recent attendees include Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. This, by the way, is why I so strongly dislike fake conspiracy theories, because you don't need to make things up. Powerful people are weirdos.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at it.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me.
What if I told you there's a spot where very wealthy people, also people who are in charge of controlling the world, goes to worship the god of knowledge, where the big owl stands, Bohemian Grove? Let's get into that because it's very spooky.
This is the entry to Bohemian Grove. It's like a secret cult deep in the redwoods where they host super private meetings. Presidents have been here, super powerful people with tons of money. But I'm definitely gonna try to see that owl statue and where they do some sort of ritual.
Ross Free, you fired me once again. Not with these flames, which hither ye have fought from regions where I reign. Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire. Prince of all mortal wisdom, Owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. O great Owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration. Midsummer sets us free.
There you see the funeral pyre burning with the effigy of a human, or it could be real, ladies and gentlemen. There's been a lot of strange going-ons in that area of northern.
The owl is in his leafy temple. May all within the grove be reverenced before him.
This terrifying video is by Dancer1, I'll tag it below, and I've featured him before infiltrating Bohemian Grove. But this time he manages to capture footage of what looks like the cremation of care, which is the annual ritual-like celebration which is performed for all the Bohemian Grove members. And it's definitely pretty unsettling. Now he's only released a few clips, but he has plans to release the entire video soon. So definitely go follow him on his channels below. And let me know, what do you think?
Alright, this is cool. But I'm gonna have to step in if I see anything crazy going on.
You'll burn me once again! Sign effigy. We shall read the sign. Midsummer sets us free. You'll burn me once again. Now with these plain, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign, ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire. Us free!
Bohemian Grove is this place in California where all the elites go and they put fucking druid costumes on and they worship Moloch, the owl god, and everybody thought it was bullshit. But John Ronson and Alex Jones snuck in, and this is in like the 90s?
Sets us free! You'll burn me once again!
And Nixon went there, and Reagan went there. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. You don't know what it is?
Nixon and
Bohemian
Reagan went there?
Grove is a famous place where rich world leaders would meet in Northern California, and they literally worship this Moloch, the owl god.
Okay, I wanted to share this map with you guys. These are organizations, corporations, companies that exist. These are things to come and things that have already come to pass. So if you can see where I'm pointing my finger at, you have Moloch here, right? And then you have right here the Bohemian Grove, which is a secret fraternity corporation that was started in 1878. Their whole goal and mission was those people that was in power, that owns corporations, that owns countries, that do things in the darkness that they must keep hidden in the darkness, that it may not be brought to the light. However, they know that karma exists. And what karma does is karma, it comes to pay a visit to those that project, whether it's positive energy or negative energy, out into the universe. Now, these corporations, companies, and these CEOs that run the world, right, the Illuminati, they do things in secret, in darkness, that they have to, once a year, go to Northern California, up in the foothills of the mountains, to perform this ritual, this rite, within the Bohemian Grove. They cast their cares away, right, to this owl, this big owl that they call Moloch, right? As they're performing this sacred fraternal rite, they're casting their cares away, which means that all of the evil, all of the bad things that they've done throughout the year, and they do this on an annual basis. They perform this rite, this ritual, to cast their cares away to this god called Molech, which Molech will then, in return of them casting their cares away, doing a sacrificial rite, they will yet again another year prolong their karma that's due to them. So they've been performing this ritual ever since the 1800s. This corporation was started in 1858. So what Mother Nature said and what the universe said, no more shall you cast your cares away. Karma is going to pay you a visit. Follow Seek More Light for more information.
What if I were to tell you Drake's whole brand, OVO, was based on Bohemian Grove? Hear me out. I mean, first we'll start with the low-hanging fruit, right? The OVO symbol, the owl, and the Bohemian Grove mascot, the owl, Moloch. What does Moloch do? Moloch appears to be a... That was Gypsy snoring. Now, a lot of people already knew this about Drake, about his whole behavior around younger people. I mean, this has been something I've known for years. It's been talked about avidly online. It just wasn't a popular mainstream idea that people knew about until Kendrick Lamar dropped that diss track, right? Go ahead and pause to read this. Also, supposedly at one of Drake's concerts, he did a whole ceremony allegedly selling his soul to the guy downstairs, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll show a quick clip of that, but at the end of this video, I'll show the whole video of the ceremony of him supposedly selling his, his soul.
This shadow demon looking figure.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, we can all agree that Drake is an occultist. He puts a lot of reference to 666 in his songs. I understand he's from Canada. It's the 6, blah, blah, blah. But he puts a lot of the 666 symbolism in it, which he wouldn't have to do that if he was just representing the 6. He's talked about different occultist meanings in his songs. He does a lot of stuff where he hides imagery. I mean, Drake is a straight occultist, which would then lead me to say this kind of stuff above is him being a puppet for the Masonics.
Did Drake reveal his secrets or selling his soul in his concert? It starts with him sitting on a bed as a young teenager growing up on his favorite shows like Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We then see the transition into stardom where we see his role in Degrassi. After that, he goes to bed, still a young teenager. The lights turn off and there's a spotlight. Jumping and flying and dancing around the spotlight is this shadow demon looking figure. Starts to fly around him and multiple different spirits are spawned, creating a circle which eventually creates a portal. And out of the portal the spirits made comes out.
Okay, another crazy story time. My boyfriend just went on a run, right? From our hotel in the Redwoods. We are in this little city called Monte Rio, and there's this owl statue that looks really crazy on the map. And he was like, cool, I'm gonna run to it. Runs to it, gets stopped by security. There's like 200 cars outside this place. Security won't tell him anything, just tells him, they basically just won't tell him anything. I haven't gotten all the details yet because my boyfriend is a man of many words when he's describing things. But anyway, so we look it up, it's this place called Bohemian Club, and they're having like their biggest event right now. So this is like a club of all men. It is historically known for being like the most prominent men in the world. And they're meeting over this 2-week period in this place by this owl statue. And Robbie just ran up to it, got kicked out, and we've been reading about it. Guys, look up the Bohemian Club. This is crazy, and this is happening right now, like right next to me.
Finance! And next we have the losers from last year's Power Games. The stuffed shirts from Washington. I doubt they even showed up.
That's right, bitches. Ridley is back and randier than ever. Top that entrance, motherfuckers!
And finally, we saved the best for last. The all-seeing, all-knowing, all-partying Illuminati!
I love you, Jay-Z.
Queen Bee! Lin-Manuel!
Illuminati confirmed.
A while ago, I don't remember the words. This was a while ago.
Okay, so in the ritual, they're
talking about the Bohemian Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in the ritual, they have the owls. The owl is supposedly speaking, right? And then they're talking back to the owl. And in the text of the ritual, they're talking about because they're talking about care, because they're doing so much foul things in the universe. They're trying to cremate their care or burn their, because you can't do foul shit without it really messing you up on the inside, right? You can't, at some point, if you are connected to the universe, so at some point in time, it's going to start messing with you. So what they do is they sacrifice their cares every single year so that they can do these things. That's what they call the cremation of care. And they say, we know, and they're talking about like running from their karma. This is why when you say, well, how come nothing bad ever happens to these cats? Because they're doing rituals. They're invoking and doing these type of things to stave off that energy from them. So in the cremation of care, they said, we know we can't run from you forever, but with the help of my brothers, we will do it for another year. And I'm like, holy shit, they're running from their karma every year. And they have to do that. So, it was time for us to take back that type of energy. And,
So now you guys know I love to break things down and really get to the bottom of it. So the reason why, well, I don't really know the true reason why they go every single year to basically worship this said owl and also Moloch, the god that they worship. Well, the owl have always represent knowledge, and Drake even has his symbol as the owl, OVO, and when you put it together, it forms an owl. And in my opinion, owls are very mysterious. When I first moved into our new home, the first thing I noticed was a little baby owl that was literally in front of the door, and I had never seen an owl before it was nighttime, and it was a tiny baby. And I actually took a picture and posted in the community board. You can go back and take a look at it. But in my opinion, I like to break things down because at the end of the day, I've been told you guys this, that the government, I believe in my opinion, allegedly, the government puts spells on the masses so they can control them and or keep you docile so you don't ask questions, you don't get deep, you don't dig into anything, just take it as face value. And that is one of the reasons, in my opinion, everything is more instant gratification. So now we have videos instead of actually taking the time to read a book or an article, because the truth will always hide in the words, right? So let's get into it. So it says the symbolism of an owl, and we'll get down to the whole Bohemian Grove and all that stuff, right? Across cultures, the owl has long been seen as a powerful and mysterious creature. Wisdom and knowledge. In ancient Greece, the owl was scared to Athena, goddess of wisdom, strategies, and war. Its symbolism higher insights and hidden knowledge. Watchers in the night. So we all know owls, it's very unlikely that you will see an owl at night during the day, because they only come out at night. So technically they are called the watchers of the night, because they have those huge bulgy eyes that can see any and everything, and they can turn their head 360. Anyway, so because owls can see in the night, they are associated with seeing what is hidden, secrets, truth, and navigating darkness. So when those people go into the woods and start worshiping this owl, because at the end of the day, it is technically being worshipped, because it's a statue that is sitting on a shrine, and they dance circles around it, burn, do a bonfire, and all that good stuff. So it's really deep, okay? It's not just a little putting herbs together. They're doing some real deep stuff, especially with like the money and stuff. Anyways, death and mystery. In some traditions, owls are omens of death, transformation, because of their eerie calls and nocturnal nature. This duality, wisdom and death, makes the owl a potent spiritual symbol of both enlightenment and shadow powers. So the Illuminati, I'm assuming the people who are part of this Bohemian Grove celebration, don't come for me, I'm doing my research and learning about this, okay? They consider themselves as probably the enlightened ones, the Illuminati that people like to call it, right? Bohemian Grove and the Owl. Bohemian Grove is a private retreat in California where powerful men from politics, business, and media gathers each summer since in the 1800s. This has been around for years, and I'm pretty sure, what's the guy's name? I forgot the name of this spiritual guy who basically was the one who came up with the word magic by using the K instead of the C at the end of it. Okay, so it's been a place of secret networking and rituals. So yes, they are doing rituals there. The owl statue at the center of Bohemian Grove stands a massive 40-feet stone owl. This owl is considered the guardian of wisdom, right? Cremation of care ritual, the most well-known ceremony in the cremation of care, in which members perform a theatrical ritual before the owl statue. They symbolically burn an effigy called dual care to free themselves from stress and responsibilities, so they can bond and focus on power, influence, and pleasure. So every single year when something's about to, go on, they all meet up there and decide this all together, because at the end of the day, it's not just one. So whenever, I'm always getting a phone call. So I don't know, prior to the whole presidency, prior to any major things coming out, they gather together and they all agree on the same things, I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, why the owl? The owl represents ancient wisdom, watchfulness, and secrecy, fitting for men who want to feel as if they are tapping into hidden, timeless knowledge while reinforcing their exclusive brotherhood. You know how some men always go on some weekend fishing trip with their boys, right? Anyways, why powerful men gather there? Networking in secrecy, away from public eye. Political CEOs and media moguls meet to discuss world affairs, business deals, and strategies. Symbolic power. Rituals before the owl creates a sense of mystique and belonging to an elite group. The owl becomes a totem of their hidden control over society. Okay? Whenever you see two groups are going against each other saying, oh, my group is better, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm black and I'm white, none of that matter. Because at the end of the day, we're all being controlled by the same group. They might act like they don't get along with each other, but they all meet up at that place every single year, and they're brothers, shaking hands, getting naked together, I'm pretty sure, doing all the interesting things that we should know about. And then come and, put all the new rules, and they pretend as if they're at odds with each other. Meanwhile, they were just at Bohemian Grove dancing around a giant owl naked, just balls flapping everywhere, because it's only men that's allowed. right? It seems to me a whole lot of people in the church probably had to go through that. You know, the sleeper agent type stuff, the people who goes to those meetings and get recruited to become pastors so they can further indoctrinate, you know, and brainwash the black community and or any community period to worship this said God and abandon your actual true religion, your true ancestral, you know, yeah. So psychological relations. By burning care, they symbolize removing guilt, carry, or moral restraints, allowing them to act without burden of conscience. So let's talk about this for a little bit, because we all know, like in the rich people, in the wealthier realms of people who are a part of those, like they have that much money that they have nothing, they don't do anything else with their money except do crazy stuff like this. It's all for the power, the control, and also that is one of the reasons why a lot of wealthy people can do bad things, because the universe doesn't care about your heart. It doesn't care whether or not you're a good person. It only cares about the frequency that you're on. And people like to make it seem as though like all the people who do bad things in the world, they're going to get their karma. Those people are usually the ones who are walking around breathing the same air as you and doing all these things, because why? They do bad things and then they donate to a charity so they can balance the scale. I do one bad thing and I do one good thing to balance the scale. You know what I mean? Because a lot of those people really don't have much morals. They just do things. It doesn't matter whose life they affect as long as they're getting paid for it. And then at the end of the year, they write a fat check to a organization and then cash it out in taxes, and you know that basically wipe away their sins. You know, and in their opinion, that's what it does. It wipes away their sins. And until people start to realize that your karma, you don't get it here, you get it in your death when you die, and or when you reincarnate. But it doesn't happen in the same lifetime. And I know everybody believe in the karma thing differently, and in my opinion, if karma was real, and I'm sure there are a few things that could happen. That person that you did the thing to could be your karma. They could have done something to you to cause you bad luck. But if karma was truly, truly real, all these bad people who have done terrible things would have been wiped out of this world already. Look at who we have as the president now. You know what I mean? So these people don't believe in the whole karma thing. They don't believe in, all of these things. Because I had an aunt that was literally on a live, and I told this story before, by someone, and the person went on live to her, just thriving, just having a good old funky time with her life, just doing the best, and it's not the only person that I have heard and or seen. There's so many people who are out here doing bad things, and they're breathing the same air, just living their life, shaking their ass on the yacht on the beach somewhere, and meanwhile you're waiting on them to get their karma. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be the karma, not to say go back.
Talk to you about.
Really?
That's right.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000. I'm the guy that blew it wide open and got the video. It's been on national TV.
Well, I disrespect you for that.
You do?
I do.
But it's a lot of big public officials going in there. Don't we deserve to know?
You took an, I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about your film. But if you go in there with an understanding, you violated that understanding by releasing that film, and I don't respect you for that.
Really? But we have public officials.
I'm sorry, you took an understanding when you wouldn't want anything to do.
But what about the ritual? Is the ritual genuinely?
Boys will be boys.
Sir,
huh?
everything. I don't owe you this comment.
I know. I appreciate it.
This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and goodbye.
Been in the ritual?
It's none of your damn business.
Oh.
That's right. Listen. You go around and make understandings with.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Happy Monday. Let's open up my PR package. Oh, it's oils. I thought it was something else. I was expecting something completely different. But these are oils from Art of Roots. And if you guys know, I've been using Art of Roots for a really long time. So let's open these up, because these oils are. I got quite a bit of oils. I didn't realize I had bought that much oil. Alright, so, and you guys know I have a discount for you guys for the Art of Roots. If you're trying to support it, I don't know if it's a black owned company, honestly. Alright, so the first one is Law Stay Away. Nice. Has all the wonderful herbs inside. Also, you guys can find these oils on my Shopify store, and then of course use the link so you can save some money on it. So this one is the Hakite, and this one is Seduction and Passion. Seduction and Passion. Next one, I might need a knife to open this up. It's gonna be really loud. Alright, let me get a knife. Alright, so next one. Venus Love Oil. Amazing. And they smell so good. Oh, so good. Alright, next one is Fast Love Oil. And let's see. Quick Cash Oil. We love a quick cash. Like I said, guys, this is the Art of Root oils. You can find them at artofroots.com or click on the link below and use my discount code so you can, of course, save some. Or you can just go to my Shopify store and grab some Art of Roots and put the discount at checkout so you can get 10% off. Don't forget that. And this is attraction oil to attract money, attract love, attract good luck, attract someone to you. It's all depending on what you're doing. But ooh, it's that girl Jezebel. This one is made with Jezebel root and Queen Elizabeth root and all that. And this is the last stash. So I have so many oils, guys. I don't even know when I'm gonna be able to finish using all of them. Goddess of Power oil, sweet. And the next one is Get Noticed oil. Or you try to get noticed by someone, or are you online and you have an online presence and you want to get noticed by brand deals, brand partners and all that. Well, this oil is the best one for you. It's the Art of Roots Get Noticed oil. And then gold digging oil. So this is for our gold diggers out here who are trying to snatch somebody. I swear by these oils what I tell you. So like I said before, go ahead and check out artofroots.com and use my discount code that is in the screen here. Don't forget, because you will be saving a whole lot, and their oils are actually on sale right now. I believe they have a buy one get one, so you want to